everybody, Josh and David here for another Whiskey Wednesday for Argonaut Wine and Liquor. We've got a really fun one today. We've got some things that used to be a little harder to get, starting to become more available. So generally we don't review a ton of allocated whiskeys because we want people to get a hand on what we're talking about. So these are all things that used to be allocated, but now we're going to see a little more often, and we actually have a cool new end cap set up with a bunch of whiskeys like this that you guys can come take a look at.
Yeah, super fun. I used to always tell people, they'd come and be like, have you tried this? Have you tried this? I'm like, no, because I want you to try it. And
right.
I don't want to buy it, but kind of nice to actually get to review these great bourbons. One thing we want to say is vote for us for Westward, best liquor store in Denver, best store on East Colfax, and Whiskey Wednesday, best local live podcast.
Yeah, I think the category is best entertainment podcast. But yeah, just write in Whiskey Wednesday.
Yeah.
They'll know what you're talking about. Yeah. So yeah, vote for us, and let's jump in and let's drink some whiskey. So first thing we have in the glass is the Mitchers unblended American whiskey. So this is, all three of these actually are from some of my favorite distilleries in Kentucky to go visit. Mitchers is a really, really cool operation. They, make a traditional bourbon and then filter it back over charcoal on the way out. It's really cool to watch them do. They, roll the barrel up onto this little stand and take the bung out and just rotate the barrel and let all the whiskey just pour over some charcoal they've got laid out in a thing. It's really fun to watch. So yeah, this is the unblended.
Interesting nose on this. It's almost like, let's say, tropical. Get a little bit of pineapple.
It's definitely, bright. It's got some of those like you said, pineapple, tropical fruit notes, but it's definitely still some undertones of your more traditional caramel vanillas in there.
Extremely easy to drink.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not a lot of that caramel. I mean, this is, I don't know, it's different.
It's 83 proof, right? So it's not going to be big punch in your face whiskey. I mean, that's an easy drink or something, you could plow through a lot of it in an evening, not have any issues there. But
toffee you mentioned earlier?
Yeah, definitely. I think a little bit of toffee, a little bit of that, almost like that sticky viscosity to it, even though it's lower proof. But that's a fantastic whiskey for, right in, I believe, the mid 40s. Mm-hmm. So up next, this is one I in particular am super excited we're going to see more often. I love this juice. So this is the Heaven Hill 7-year bottled and bond. So obviously at a Heaven Hill distillery, one of the only whiskeys they actually put their name on. I mean, they've got all these other brands that they make, but one of the first ones that's actually branded Heaven Hill, and this stuff's fantastic. I've been singing this stuff's praises for a while.
It's like polar opposite of the Mitchers. Get leather.
Leather, definitely some baking spice.
Some earthiness to it.
Earthiness, and without it just being caramel and vanilla, this is what bourbon should nose to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%.
It seems very classic, very traditional, but like you said, spicy, got some of those other notes to it.
Definitely get a lot of that spice up front.
Yeah,
that's fantastic. You're right. Definitely a crowd pleaser. Definitely somebody who's really into bourbon or wanting to get a little bit farther down the rabbit hole. This is a good start, or good place to finish too. This would be a good everyday drinker.
Yeah, great everyday drinker. I think it's $49.99 on the shelf, so something that you won't feel terrible about mixing if you do want to make a nice cocktail with it. And it bottled and bond, 100 proof, it'll stand up in a cocktail as well. So yeah, that is one of my favorites, and I'm really excited we're getting to have for you guys a little bit more often. And then we've got Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. So this particular one is batch number B522. I know people would get real into that, and that's another thing. Kind of you said earlier, everybody asked me hey, have you tried this batch of this or this batch of this? And I don't try all the batches.
Nope.
There's way too many. I would probably be dead if I did, unfortunately. But so this is one that I've been asked about a lot. 121 proof, so definitely going to be the highest we've done here.
12 years old.
Mm-hmm. all the spicy, you know, kind of those darker notes that we had in this are just really amplified here.
Yeah, I wish we had a little bit of time to let it open up, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting some of the alcohol vapors coming
the
off of it for
astringency.
sure.
Which isn't a bad thing.
But it's not
This one you
harsh.
could-
It's not harsh.
You could add like a little bit of water, cube ice.
Cube ice, yep.
I think I'm gonna go with number 3. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I mean that's just big, bold, spicy. I mean, not hot, but you get a little bit of hug. I mean, the texture's just perfect. I mean, that's a damn good whiskey.
Josh, you can't cuss on.
Yeah, sorry. But yeah, so I think this guy's sitting on the shelf right now about mid 70s.
Yeah.
69.99, maybe mid 70s. So yeah, all these,
That's good.
like we said, are going to be on that kind of brand new. We don't know exactly what to call it, like rare and limited
So
end cap, basically.
yeah, we're doing the tables, and we noticed we're getting a whole lot of certain things, and they are definitely table worthy. But we had enough that we could just make an end cap. So it's
Yep.
our table end cap, if you will.
Right. So yeah, some of the things, you know, people might have been looking for before on
Yeah.
those. Hopefully you'll see some of that every day just on that end cap. So another reason just to stop in, see what happens to be on that shelf that day.
And what are all 3 of these going to be available for, Josh?
Yes, so our drawing this month is going to be for the opportunity to purchase a bottle of the Pappy Van Winkle 13-year rye. So this is kind of the least known member of the Pappy family. They do make a rye, and I've had it once or twice before in my life. It is fantastic. This juice is incredible. So yeah, anything, you know, if you purchase a bottle of one of these 3, any Argonaut single barrel, definitely.
Single barrel beer.
Yeah, any of
Avery
the-
Barely Alive, our Upslope single barrel beer.
Mhm.
Yeah, anything we promote this month on Whiskey Wednesday is included in that.
Yep. So you get extra entries for that. I mean, the rules as always are 1 entry, no purchase necessary per person, and then 1 additional entry stapled to your receipt for obviously any of these products, any of the Argonaut single barrels, or anything else we feature on Whiskey Wednesday during the month of March. So guys, you know, as we all know today, Prop 125 did end up passing. Wine went into grocery today, but you know, because of what we do in wine sales, a lot of these companies have wine brands and things like that. So we end up getting a lot of the whiskey that we get because of wine as well. So if you want us to be able to keep doing things like this, like Whiskey Wednesday, keep doing giveaways, you know, like this, still please shop, drink local, come on down, give them a shot. Cheers.
Cheers.